Welcome. Today, we're looking at what happens when a lab misses an important transition deadline. The focus is on understanding the consequences and next steps when that deadline has already passed. Let's explore the challenges and options ahead for labs in this situation. Let's talk about the Lab Quality Compass and what it means for clinical labs, especially in Punjab's healthcare system. A consultant hematologist who's led accreditation efforts here shares some important updates. December 6, 2025 marked a big ILAC-wide cutoff. That deadline has passed, but it's not the end of your accreditation. Instead, it opens a specific, time-limited window. If you're watching this feeling worried, don't be, we're here to guide you through what comes next. Now, let's look at the Lab Quality Compass and its international coordination. This initiative is managed through the ILAC Mutual Recognition Arrangement, which means the same deadline applies worldwide, including PNAC in Pakistan. The key date was December 6, 2025, marking the end of a 3-year transition period. That period started when ISO 15189, 2022 was published, exactly 3 years earlier, on December 6, 2022. This slide helps us understand the timeline and what the deadline really meant. Now, let's talk about the Lab Quality Compass process in this next video. If the review window closes without resolution, it's not just a quick catch-up. A full reapplication is needed. When a status is marked withdrawn, labs have up to 6 months to address any remaining issues. It's important to know this isn't a cancellation, but a final chance to close things out. And if your lab hasn't transitioned yet, the process moves into a suspended phase. This section covers those key points. Now, let's talk about the Lab Quality Compass. If your lab is PNAC accredited but hasn't started this conversation yet, your first step isn't rewriting documentation. It's making that initial call. PNAC has been training transition assessors well before the deadline, and as of 2022, accreditation is live. In fact, the very first ISO 15189-2022 accredited lab in the country came through PNAC. This is where things stand in Pakistan, a crucial moment in the journey. If you're in the middle of a transition, or maybe you haven't even started yet, the first step is to get a clear, written status of exactly where your lab stands. Next, run a focused gap analysis. Zero in on structural and governance issues, risk management, and your point-of-care testing scope. Then, close out any known findings before adding documentation that nobody has asked for yet. This approach keeps things practical and targeted as you move forward. This slide highlights a critical issue that goes beyond the quality department. It's a leadership challenge. When accreditation is suspended or withdrawn, the impact ripples far wider than just a certificate on the wall. It affects referral relationships, your standing with insurance panels, and whether you can even claim accredited status. This isn't just a compliance matter, it's about the reputation and viability of the entire organization. Let's keep this front and center as we move forward. That wraps up our journey through accreditation consulting and gap analysis. If you want to dive deeper, check the link in the description. Don't forget to subscribe for weekly breakdowns of key clauses. Next, we'll explore how to run a gap analysis, step by step, clause by clause. See you there. This video was created with SlideSpeak. Visit SlideSpeak to turn your presentations into engaging AI-narrated videos.